I can hear myself. Hopefully we're all plugged in today. So, you got a headset real quick.
Okay, you there?
I got you, yep. Hopefully we're recording today. So, this, I keep telling people, Julian, is probably one of the most important tables in the whole BOH, so.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I was looking at that.
Yeah, so he could ask you something about this.
Okay.
So, and when I said to you the other day, you know, sometimes I like to have all my flaps in when I turn final. It's not taught that way, but it does give you some protection. So this is just really simple, and there's some math involved, but this whole table is formulated at your maximum gross weight. So anytime you're under gross, which we probably are right now, right?
For sure.
We're probably a couple 100 pounds under gross.
Yep.
So this is our stall speed in what, miles per hour? Yep. Calculated airspeed. So with no flaps, we stall at 75. And with full flaps, we stall at 66 in a 0-degree bank. The flaps give you a protection in the pattern, right?
Sure, yeah.
Lowers your, and if we have less gross weight, we're going to have even a lower stall speed. So what happens though, as we get into a 30-degree bank, we lose, you know.
Yeah, this is what kills people in the pattern.
This is what kills people. So that's what you need to know. When you go from 0 to like a 60-degree dogleg turn,
you gotta go faster.
You could be at 80 miles an hour, right? And you all of a sudden turn 60 degrees with full flaps and gear down. Your stall speed is going to be higher than the pattern flying speed that you're at. What are we, 80 something?
Turning right down.
Where you fly your pattern at? 80 or 85?
Miles per hour?
Yeah.
No, probably closer to like 100.
No, I mean on the top of final though. You're slow down.
Like 90.
Yeah, so you'd be at 90 and all of a sudden you make that huge turn. And that's where this stall spin accident occurs at 600 feet or something. So as long as you can explain this table to them, I think you're fine. So it's at gross weight. Anything less than gross weight is going to make these numbers go up, which is good for you. Okay.
South Jersey, Cherokee.
That's the lecture for today.
Right base. South Jersey.
That's a good thing to have handy all the time, obviously.
Okay.
I wish I could get 17-year-olds to understand that.
What's that? That the POH
That table.
Yeah, it's
They're usually still learning about, you know, how the ailerons work.
Well, and you know what? It's important to. I think that there's a really big, huge thing missing from the PPL, and I think it's really situational testing. You know, basically just kind of asking,
South Jersey,
this is the situation.
Turn in final.
What are you going to do?
Jersey.
And they don't test people on that.
Well, I think they do because I've had at least one student fail for stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, like during the check ride.
What's that?
You mean during the check ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're right though. A lot of the requirements seem like they like really overkill in one area and then they don't test you at all in other areas. But
have them subscribe to that Facebook group, the air crash investigation, because there's a lot of GA stuff.
Watch your wheels. You're talking about the accidents this day in aviation, the NTSB thing?
Yeah.
I read that every morning, man. Those are...
It's sobering, but it really it shows you, hey, it can happen to me too.
And some of the things you read, you're like, I don't ever want to be written up as, oh my God, a guy ran out of gas again, or a guy flew into ice, or a guy had, you know, his wife and two friends in the plane and took off on, just the other day it happened, a guy took off on a really short runway.
Yeah.
And he knew it was wrong. He took off and he had to abort. He got everybody out of the plane. He took off the other way, had to abort, and then he got everybody back in the plane, took off the first way, and crashed.
Wow.
So he actually knew, and by the way, he had marijuana in his system. They were out camping and smoking weed all weekend. So that's what you don't want in your NTSB report.
Sure.
I'm ready. Oh, this looks good, man. You got it all about. What goes in here? Nothing filler plate?
I could probably fabricate.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
I got a laser cutter, like a CO2 laser.
Oh, nice.
I'm probably gonna just cut a piece of acrylic and then wrap it and just throw it in there.
You should. Anyway, I'll let you get You want to do just a regular departure here, or you want to try a short field? He's going to make you probably do the short field, so.
We can do a short field.
Yeah, why don't you do a short, because you're.
The windsock's pointing.
I watched you land, and your landing was dead on perfect, right? You had a little crosswind?
Yeah, it was just a tiny bit. It wasn't anything.
Looked good to me. You look like you knew what you're doing. A little bit good. Oh my God. All right, I lost my. Oh, there it is. Thought I lost my last clip. Yeah, it's beautiful weather, right? We got oh, there is a TFR today, right? But it's way down at Wilmington,
yeah.
so I'm just gonna double check that.
Yeah, it's PHL and Wellington areas.
Got nothing on the radar.
That box is gonna keep opening up, so
yeah, I can see that.
I gotta fix the magnet on that.
I used to keep a piece of tape on the back of my iPad so I could tape weird stuff down, but I don't think I have any today.
Cross-east traffic caravan, high left cross on runway 27, jumpers in the air over cross-east, watch out.
And people are jumping out of planes already. It's that time of year.
Over what?
Cross Keys.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been down there?
You know,
it's a nice runway.
I just remember one time I was coming back from the Carolinas in my 150, and yeah, I remember like, dude was like, people jumping, and I was like right in there. I was like, no shit.
Well, it's funny because I've actually been on short final, and you're like, these guys are coming down, and I said to the guy, you know, I don't want to do a go around because I'm gonna have to. And he goes, "It's their problem, dude. You just if you stay on the runway or I guess to the east of it." He's like, "That's all you have to do. If they come flying across the runway in front of you, that's their fault." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't really help me if."
Yep. I remember one time I was in Penridge.
Hey, before you say anything else, so you asked me a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
We stopped the plane. I think it was you. Stopped the plane. Do we have to do a run up every time? So. I actually saw that question on a couple of Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And the answer was unanimously that, you know, if you're an experienced pilot, not a private pilot student, guys can do the whole run-up check in like 30 seconds. And that's true.
Yeah.
Like I'll do one with a student sometimes after we get gas or something. I do it really fast. So I said, you don't have to, but the reality was almost every single person said, you know, why wouldn't you want to just check the engine every time you stop for fuel or something?
Yeah.
Not just first flight of the day or after 3 hours. So that's up to you.
Okay.
And then the other question you had was about fueling and fueling with testing the fuel rate after. And the fuel, I'll let you go. We can talk some more.
No, I'm just going to run it up real quick.
Okay.
The helicopter's not behind us. So
yeah, just we are a little bit over the line, so the fictitious flying W unpainted.
I couldn't even see it.
I know. Mindy keeps telling me she bought the paint and it didn't come yet. Must be coming from another solar system.
Yeah, right.
Because
slow
18
from
months.
China.
All right, I'll leave you alone.
Okay, left. Right. Both. Featherication is working. We've got good featherication. All right.
You got full fuel.
Flying W, Cessna 2549er Yankee,
Right.
7 miles to the south, gonna be making a landing on runway 1, Flying W.
So, you know.
Okay, left.
7-9 Yankee. He looks like he's going to do a straight in for some reason. I'll keep an eye on him.
What runway?
I think it was 49 Yankee. He's coming in from the south, so I got him on ADS. Yeah, okay. We'll keep an eye on him.
It's kind of variable, but I think it favors this side.
So where do you want to go do some practice? You can pick this spot, or we can go over toward Coyle, or
I would say eventually make our way over to.
You want to hit some MJX and do a pattern over there?
Yeah, might as well.
When we get over there, remember you tend to fly that pattern a little tight, so give yourself some room.
Okay.
So we'll go to Coyle first, then KMJX.
Okay.
All right, and we got to do some steep turns, and I think today you should mix in a full shutdown and air start.
Okay.
using the checklist. You've done that before, right? And we don't have to do anything crazy, just, we're not going to do it here, but he's definitely going to kill your engine. I don't want to do it on a short runway.
Yeah.
We'll do it. And he's not allowed to do it over like 30 knots or 30 miles an hour, supposedly.
Okay.
So it's going to be right away.
Okay.
All you got to do is stop the plane. You're rolling a little. Okay, so 49 Yankee looks like he is entering the pattern possibly. So he's not a factor if you want to.
How come I don't see him?
He's right here. He's down over Medford Lakes. He said he was 10 miles south. Now he's he's over to Red Lion at the moment.
Okay, so this is 1, right?
We're going to depart 1, and that's what the windsock is definitely blowing right down 1. Looks beautiful. It's about 5 knots.
Flying W traffic, Skymaster departing 1 to the north. Flying W.
Let me do my check real quick. So you need you do your before takeoff checklist yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Flying W, Cessna 2549er Yankee, about 4 miles to the southeast. We're going to be entering.
Everything good over there? I can't see on your side. All the circuit breakers, got your lights on and fuel pumps on.
Yep, run up.
All right, man. My check's done. So we're out of here at 9:30. All right.
Okay, hang on.
So we're going to do a short field. What's your V speeds for this?
So it is
still 1/3 flaps, right?
Yeah, it's 81 and 90.
Nobody behind you. Take your time.
Yeah, 80. So yeah, 85 for short field. Okay.
85.
85.
That's going to be your VX.
That's VX. Yep.
Okay, and we'll just go. You know, there's your obstacle. Those trees behind the barn. So we're going to go up to about 150 feet, and then you'll just level off. And normal flap retraction, gear retraction.
All right.
All set.
Airplane flying out of the Flying W, taking off. Where are you?
Midfield departure, runway 1, Flying W.
Roger that. I'm not picking up the 88 speed. I'm looking for you. We're on the. Oh, I got you inside. I'm fine.
We're just getting airborne. Thanks.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
You want me to wait till 700?
Yeah, I would go straight out. Just let him in.
Okay.
He's got to come in behind you anyway. I don't know what he's doing. He did the right thing. He didn't hear us and see us, so I think he's a flight instructor at the other flight school down there.
You're up.
I didn't really get to watch your departure, but
I was a little high on speed, but
yeah, I'd just climb out to 1,000 or something, and then you can turn back. He'll be long gone by then, I think.
Okay, gear is up.
Flying W, Cessna 2549er Yankee on the 45s. Enter the right downwind for runway 1. Full stop, Flying W.
What altitude do you want to go up to?
Let's just go up to like 1,500 so we're over top of him, and then... Yankee, the 337, we're going to be departing to the northeast and then up to 1,500 back over flying the field toward Coyle. We'll keep an eye out for you.
Roger that, thanks. We're in the downwind now, should be a factor.
Okay.
Traffic, 21585, about 5 miles out to the west.
Yeah, it's really nice out here today. It's always a little bit of moisture in the air on a morning like this, but... Yeah. There's not going to be any good excuses for no horizon for your steep turns today, though.
Yeah, right. Hopefully the gauges cooperate.
Yeah, that was interesting, right? So you're going to have to do a pretty good dog leg 180 to stay out of McGuire's airspace right now.
Okay.
You got it, right? Yep. Yeah. Keep an eye on that ball. We're just a little bit, there you go. I love the sky pointer. I'm still getting used to the turn coordinator part of it. Yeah. All right. There's the airport right down there.
254 Yankee, right base, runway 1, flying WS.
All right, we're going toward Coyle Field, right?
Yep, we can go. Just watch out for what do you call it, McGuire, and we'll
runway 1, flying W.
Yeah, coil heading is. I don't have my desired. Yeah, it's about 90 degrees to the left.
Okay.
And that 90 degrees from here will keep you out of.
Harbor traffic, 21585, now 3 miles out to the west, inbound for 19 Harbor.
Traffic, 664 approach.
There we go. Heading 135 is what we're looking for. According to me, according to my foreplay. Yep. So what are we up to now? Altitude 3,700. Man, this thing gets up here fast.
Yep. Should do.
Harbor traffic, 21585.
I wonder why my ears pop so soon.
Rather for runway 19 at 1,000.
Yeah, there's quite a few people out flying around today, it looks like, out in the practice areas to the south.
Before we make our turn over to it.
Crazy how you can see the ocean from here so quickly.
Yeah.
Harbor traffic, Cessna 60 or 5 Kilo. We are.
Let me throw the McGuire in here for you. 126.
Standard, right pattern approach for runway.
Flying W, Cessna 2549 Yankee, clear runway 1, flying W.
E on the left side of the restricted area.
That's McGuire, and I'm going to put. We got to go down to 1227. You've already got 1227 in there for.
Number 8 Alpha Mike, maintain view for outer above 2,500.
And 119.875.
6 miles northwest bound, heavy C-17 2000.
Okay, at or above 2,500, 248 Alpha Mike.
119.875. So comp 2 is going to be your
eastbound PA 32 2,500 V4.
KMJX AWAS.
All right, we got a 55 Romeo here, just FYI. So that's McGuire there, right?
McGuire's right off your left wing. You're way out of their airspace.
8,000, remain outside.
And what's our altitude? 3,800, or I can't read that.
35.
Yeah, just be careful because we just flew out. We just flew out of the Philly Class B shelf. I don't think we were ever in it, right?
No, we weren't. Okay, so altimeter is 3015.
So this thing's not slave, so you just push it.
No,
I'm on the wrong side.
No, just turn it. Yep, the outer knob, yep.
McGuire approach Jedi 1-1. We are done our training on SR 800 and would like to climb to 5,500.
I love that thing. That's awesome. So you're 3420 right now?
Yep.
Should be identical, right?
Yep.
Man. So you got 4 of those. 5 of those. And what are these called again?
Aerospace Logic. Engine gauges.
And you have 9 of those?
Yep. Yeah, I tried to make it look like a
Jedi 1-1, traffic.
Let's see, caravan, Cessna caravan. Kind of what I was
tried.
Yeah.
Let's go
Good.
for it.
Nice try.
Jedi 1-1, altitude our discretion.
Okay. So, you want to do the engine shutdown first?
Yeah, it's up to you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, do it real slow. So, we want to slow down a little bit first.
Okay.
And actually, maybe not, because we're going to have, where is your checklist?
Jedi 1-1, heavy additional traffic at your 1 o'clock in 8 miles south, eastbound, 3,500 indicated. Jedi 1-1, searching.
You want me to read this to you and you can just walk through it once?
Yeah.
Okay. So as we're going to be using this here, this is your 1 engine in flight. So just going to read what this says so it's never a surprise. Control the airplane, maintain a safe airspeed. So the first thing we should do is simulate 1 engine engines, so you can pick one. This is
I'll say front
this is
engine.
front rear?
Front, rear, yep.
Okay,
I would
so
say if we're going to kill one, let's kill the front.
okay, that works. So keep an eye on this. I can't tell what that's a C-17, and he is. And is he on your ADSB? I can't see him. Oh, there he is, Jedi 11.
Jedi 11, Roger. We're leveling 5,500 now. We'll search for him.
They're talking about us, probably.
Jedi 11 Heavy, Roger. When able, report McGuire insight. And insight for Jedi 11.
Okay, so he was reporting McGuire insight, so they're.
Jedi 11 Heavy, remain outside or sector 5001, contact tower 118.6.
Okay, so he's just going to reach over. He could just pull this back and kill the engine. So are you comfortable doing that? Because that's probably what he's going to do.
Yeah, so all right, so before you do that, so what I'm doing is making sure first that
well, he's not going to tell you he's going to kill your engine. You're just going to be flying along. He's either going to reach over and pull the throttle back, but if he's going to actually do the engine out, he's probably just going to kill. So MJX is right there, so we just got to be a little aware of where we are crossing them, but nobody over there. So he's just going to reach over and pull this back.
Yeah.
And you know you can fly on one engine.
Yeah, and then the next step for me is to feather the front.
Well, we're going to do this real slow. Okay. So the first step for you is you're going to add full power. You need to identify. So let's walk through it. You want to identify the in-op engine. You're going to use these instruments right here to see which one is dead, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to very carefully go down here and go front, rear, make sure you don't kill the good engine, right?
Yep.
So you're going to very slowly, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, ready?
Well, but I want to make sure we have the right steps, so I'm going to, this is going to
Well, you're going to have some change in the flight characteristics and engine sound, and you're going to say, we just lost an engine, and then you're going to push throttles and throttles forward, and I'm going to hold this mixture back.
So instead of feathering this, you want me to...
You want to push everything forward, and then you're going to identify which engine caused the problem.
Okay.
Ready? Yep. So I'll do this slow, and we'll do this carefully. So now what are you going to say?
Okay, so...
I've identified there's a problem. Take everything forward real quick. Just get everything forward. Okay, now we're going to look and see which engine. So it looks like we can take that out of the red.
The front engine is definitely lower. Okay.
So you lost your front engine, right?
Yep.
So now you're going to go ahead and take the power out of your front engine.
Okay.
We're shutting this thing all the way down here.
Right.
And you see no change, right? So now you know your rear engine was the one that's still operating.
Yep.
You're going to feather the rear front engine, right?
Yep.
We should feel that immediately. Oh, wow, look at that. So you did all that, right?
Yep.
Now we just want to maintain altitude. I'm going to read this rest. So control the airplane. You want to maintain altitude. Inoperate engine, identify. Operative engine adjust. So you can take a little power out so you're not flying this thing balls to the wall. Because we got coil field is, where is it? Right under us or right behind us?
Yep.
Let me just make sure. Coil field is right behind you if you have a problem.
Okay.
Throttle is needed to maintain control. So how you doing airspeed and altitude? Still holding?
Yeah, still holding.
Okay, good. Air start. So right now, throttle as needed to maintain control. So you've done everything. Cow flaps are supposed to be open.
Okay.
Now, we need to just be really careful. There is a restricted area right next to us here, that bombing range.
Yep.
So just don't turn right, you can turn left.
Yep.
So now...
Are you going to be full stopping at the airport, or are you going to continue
Could be, why don't you do a really gentle turn back toward coil? And I mean really gentle, 10 degrees. He may have you do some maneuvers, so keep an eye on your ball.
We appreciate
that. So you got one engine, so we don't want to stall the plane here. We don't want to spin the plane. We don't want to put ourselves in a bad position.
Yep.
And if we really had one engine, you'd just head right over toward MJX, and we declare an emergency and land, right?
Yep.
Tell everyone we're landed first. Okay, so when we get pointed back toward coil, keep an eye on the ball, and nice, gentle, 10-degree turn. Airspeed's good. Altitude's 3,000. Perfect. This is going really good. So fuel flow, so air start, unfeathering. Fuel flow, aux pump on if required, main tanks, mixture mag. So you want to make, so radio switches are supposed to be off before you unfeather. So we're going to start the in-op engine. You told me you start your engine sometimes with the avionics on. Are they protected?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, so you're not worried about that?
Not worried.
Okay, so Air start. So you want your mixture full rich and your fuel pump on.
Okay. Full rich, fuel pump.
And why was this mixture back? Or is that all it goes?
Because it's already.
It's already where it's.
No, it's already high. It should have.
It's too high. Okay. So you knew that was there.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're gonna do the air start. So, do you have accumulators on this? No. No. So without accumulators, open your throttle to 1 inch. Prop the cruise RPM.
Okay.
Roger.
And also, while we have you, can we get you on
That thing did shut down completely, right?
Or do you have a phone number?
No.
Never shut down completely.
It's 400 RPM.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Well, next time we do that, we should shut all the way. It restarted, no problem, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to go through the checklist. So, throttle 1 inch, prop, cruise RPM, high mixture 2 to 6 gallons per hour. You've restarted. Adjust mixture to reach 1,000 RPMs. Aux pump off. Adjust throttle to prevent prop overspeed. Increase power slowly until cylinder head temperature reaches 200. So where's your cylinder head down here?
Left side.
Left side. So you're already, are you at 200? Yeah, you are, right? Is this your cylinder head temp? Right here?
Yep.
So you're actually not to 200 yet. You're getting there. You're at 197. There's 200.
Crypto 171 procedure.
You got 2 at 200. So they all come up at the same time generally? Or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right, so be careful of MJX.
Yeah, we got a Romeo Bravo kind of near us, so I'm watching him.
So you got, so we restarted. There was no issue with that. And then we're going to do your cruise checklist now, right?
Yep.
Number 92 Golf Squawk 043.
So throttles adjusted, props adjusted, mixture adjusted.
Yep.
Normal flight. I'm just going to check where we are here. So nothing in front of you. Somebody just departed runway 24, right?
There's Romeo Bravo kind of near us.
Yeah, he's behind you though. Okay, the cruise checklist, sorry. Throttles, props, mixture. Cow flaps closed. Check your flight instruments. Oxygen is not an issue here. And make sure your fuel is back on the tanks you want. So I'm just going to read your fuel is both on mains, front, and rear, right?
Yep.
Going to back me up on that.
Yep. Confirmed.
That's something in this plane that you got to be really careful of. Okay. So next time we do that, let's shut it all the way down, but we're not going to do that right now. That was good. So what happened here? We never had that in there? Nope. Okay. All right, so what are we going to land on? We need some comp to grab some AWAS.
Wind
We'll turn this down.
310 at 09er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 08 Celsius.
Beautiful out here.
Dew point minus 02 Celsius. Altimeter 3016. Remarks.
Beautiful.
Thunderstorm. Information not available. Ocean County Airport. Automated weather observation 1445 Zulu. Wind 310 at 08. Visibility 10.
So this trip 310, right?
Temperature
You just put your finger here. It tells us we're landing.
Dew point
Right? Put 310 on here. Look in the top half. Any runway. So we'd be landing runway 24, which is that way.
Remarks.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Thunderstorm. Information.
So what was
not
the wind
available.
speed? 240 what?
Ocean County Airport. Automated weather observation 1445 Zulu. Wind 310 at 08. Visibility 10.
31008.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 08.
Okay. I already put your freak in here. So you just got to hit the flip-flop switch and you're all set there.
Thank you.
And if you want, I can keep an eye on the plane while you put your visual approach, or you already did that?
I'm going to kind of lose some altitude.
Okay.
And then just kind of circle.
So you can do a giant circle because you're going to be coming way back up on the bay, and then you can come back in on your 45.
Yeah, we're 3,500, so we're definitely up there.
If you want, you can go ahead and add to your flight plan a visual approach to runway 24 at MJX.
Yeah, I have it in.
You have it in on the 45, so what's our traffic pattern altitude there?
It's 1100.
You should be able to see it if you put the, did you put this in here? Sorry, I can't see where you're. Do you have the traffic approach in there? It's 1086, so yeah, it's approximately 1100 feet. So do you have that in there, the 45-degree entry on your procedure? I'm looking out the window, so you can do whatever. I can walk you through this. Just go to flight plan and hit procedure on the upper right.
Okay.
And when you get to procedure over on the left side, on the bottom, it's going to have visual.
Yeah.
And you're going visual 45, runway 24, 45-degree entry, and then just down at the bottom say add to flight plan. Nobody in front of us. Yeah. Our descent rate's about 1,000 feet per minute, so just have a look out the window. You're all good here, though. And our altitude is 2,020 feet, so we're low right now. You don't have to worry about getting down to 1,100 anymore. What the heck is that up there? Is that a barge or a ship, or am I just looking at some island? Probably just some island in there. Looks like they're doing some dredge or something. In channel. Ball's nice and centered. That's about a 15-degree turn. That's perfect for what we're doing here.
Yeah, I try to minimize how steep my turns are if possible.
I think that's a great idea, unless you're flying an aerobatic plane or you got something going on that requires more than that. This is a nice, stable plane. There's no reason to do anything crazy. I wonder what that building is right there. I mean, where we are, so it's kind of hard.
It almost looks like a hotel.
Yeah, or a hospital.
Yeah.
I can't tell where we are, so I have no idea. It says Beechwood. Some town over there. Bayville. Yeah, it does look like a hotel now. Alright. You got 1227 in there. That's your approach. And I turn this down, so I'm going to turn it. Let me just see what McGuire sounds like real quick. Volume.
I'm referred to it off the traffic no factor.
Yeah, so I always have to remember to turn the volume back up. Okay, we're happening to MJX right in front of us. So we're gonna not... Yeah, we gotta go out that way a little more to get on the 45, right? Yep. Turned a little bit too steep. All good. Okay, altitude, so we're at 1,500 feet. I wouldn't get too much lower till you're established on your 45. There's the runway.
Okay, traffic, Diamond 412, Papa Julian, it's about 10 miles to the north, inbound runway 28, Cape May.
Okay, so that's Cape May and Ocean City are also on this frequency, and Cape May's got to be almost 100, I don't know, not 100, but 75 miles from here, right?
Yep.
And Heritage, you got the Warrior 4746 on
some good antennas on this.
for runway 28.
Yeah, it's, I never realized how few frequency slots there are for all these GA non-powered fields, but we got about 6 New Jersey airports on the coast on the same frequency.
Sure, yeah.
And 2 of them have almost the same name, Ocean City and Ocean County.
On the go, runway 24, close traffic, Ocean County.
Okay, so somebody just took off to, I can't read that from here.
24 took off from.
What is it, 7 Mike Echo, 297 Mike Echo. So I got her in sight. You're just going to keep coming out this way and then you can turn
Nice experimental over at Cape May. The wind is still looking 28-ish for you guys, right?
So you have a choice to make right now. You can either let her turn right and get back in the pattern, or you can cut in front of her. If you cut in front of her, now you got her behind you, and you got to do everything that you need to do faster.
She's going to go first.
Yeah, I would just stay on this heading. She's already turning. Yeah, she's just turning crosswind.
Yep.
So I would come out here another, because you're way faster than her.
Yep.
Come out here for another 30 to 60 seconds and then...
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for her to turn.
Yeah, and then just let her know you're behind her so they don't do anything real slow when they get on the runway.
Yep.
So she's established on a left downwind for 24 now. Really close to the runway.
Yeah, she already turned.
All right.
Ocean County traffic, Skymaster 7 Whiskey Tango, going to be entering a 45 here for left downward for 24. Number 2 behind 7 Mike Echo.
And Harrier 46 was going to do a 360 to get reestablished on the
okay,
right
so just watch your ball in this turn because this is going to be a little bit steep, I think, or steeper than... Yeah, that was a good... So you just don't want somebody in a... another plane, another student behind you when you got to slow down, and then you got to worry about getting off the runway. And
sure, yeah.
if you want to do a nice short field landing, you want to be able to focus on that. But I like you're setting up for a nice width here. You can go in a little closer, but don't get as close as she did. Give yourself some room to make some turns. See New York today? Be right up there. I think it's, yeah, I can see it now. Right over top of her plane.
Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, left downwind for 24, Ocean County.
Ocean County Skyhawk November 297 Mike Echo, base runway 24 Ocean County.
So she flew pretty far out there. This doesn't really help you, but she'll be on the ground before you turn base.
And KMJX traffic, Diamond.
We're a little bit low right now, which is not going to help you.
Let's say 5 mile final.
So we're going to do a short field.
So
we're going to come in about 200 feet higher than you normally would to clear the obstacle.
5 to the west.
We're going to have full flaps, and we're going to put the nose pointed down, not dragging it in.
Okay.
And you'll see your flaps. You got full flaps in this thing. This plane's going to slow down.
November 297 Mike Echo, short final runway 24 Ocean County.
Okay, so you can do your first gumps check now.
Alright, yes.
So look up here.
Undercarriage,
Make sure this
down.
is on mains. He's gonna be watching you. Yes, undercarriage. Down and lock. Extra props. Switches. You got your landing lights and.
Yep. I'm gonna call that full forward.
It's okay.
Now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just remember, when you land, you should always be ready for a go around.
Yep. Ocean County traffic, Skymaster turning a left base 424 Ocean County.
And just look over at the runway. We're pretty far out here. I made you come out a little wider so you can adjust this. Just don't get too close because the worst thing you could do on a check ride is the dog leg.
Midfield for downwind, the downwind for
steep turn. We want to be, what, 85 at the top of the final?
Yep.
Is that your approach speed?
So
you've already done your approach checklist. We did our first gumps check. We got the airplane slowed down to 100 miles an hour. You got 1-notch flaps, gears down and locked. Mixture's full rich, and you're going to put the props full forward on approach. So we have go around capabilities.
Julian is going to be joining a...
Remember, we want to be at about 150 to 200 feet higher than normal to clear a trees obstacle or something.
Traffic cap 4912 left downwind 25.
You want me to put it down before the 1,000 footers, right?
Just don't wait to turn because now you got to make kind of a steep turn here to.
Ocean County Skyhawk November 297 Mike Echo, turning cross on runway 24 Ocean County.
25.
So when you're with the examiner, turn a little sooner because now you're overshot a little bit.
Yeah. Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, final for 24, Ocean County.
Okay, so this is where we want to.
November 297 Mike Echo, downwind runway 24 Ocean County.
I would do another gumps check out loud here.
Okay, gas, undercarriage, green light, mixture, props.
Yep, props full forward now. And you can fly level until
Ocean County traffic, Gulfstream 5, 279 Sierra Hotel is 25 to the southeast. Inbound, planning a left downwind entry to runway 24, Ocean County traffic.
Okay, I like this.
Hey, Brian, good morning.
Let me the number 07.
I like it. So now is when you want to have just a little nose down tilt. Don't be dragging it in. And let's say that you just cleared the obstacle. You're at 440 feet. So go ahead, push your nose down, and you want the 1,000-footer marks right in about the bottom 30 of your
Ocean
windshield.
Air,
I want to land all
Hotel?
them, right? That's the
Never
that's the
before.
Yeah, okay.
You land before the check ride's over.
Just
So
11.
and you have
if you have a fuel truck standing by,
200 feet afterwards.
Fuel
Just
truck
start working your
standby,
power
right
back.
here.
Thanks.
Sorry. Nose down, dude. Push your nose down. You got to take all the power out. You're going to blow this. There you go. That's good. That's good. This thing's a lead weight. Now just add a touch of power so you don't slam. Just a touch.
Base runway 24.
Okay, now full braking and yoke all the way back. Don't simulate. Pull it all the way back. Hard braking. Just don't skid your wheels. And then tell them, you stopped in 300 feet. Okay, so you know the plane well because you knew you were going to get down there. I was like telling you, push your nose down and add.
Yeah, once you take the power out, this thing drops.
Yeah, you know the plane well, so that's good. I was a little worried that we weren't going to make it, but you actually did that very well. So if you can burn that into your head, and remember, you only have 200 feet, so never before the spot.
But that's the threshold, yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's the threshold. It's simulated threshold, so you don't crash in the woods.
7 Mike Echo is final, runway 24, Ocean County.
Skymaster's clear of 24 Ocean County. All right, good job, man. Okay. So, yeah, always stop right here. Actually, why don't you pull up and get on there, and then you can do your after landing checklist because she's going to want to get off right behind you. We don't want to block her. You're clear left. Always call it out. Clear left, clear right.
Clear left, clear right.
Just remember, Bill is a corporate jet pilot, right? So he's going to be a very thorough guy, and he's going to want
checklist there.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, man.
Okay, after landing checklist, flaps are up, cals are open.
I said you got lucky the first two last week, but you did a third one and you got it there. I'm going to make you do one more.
All right.
Because again,
off, landing laid off.
Steve had told me, he said if anybody can do a short field landing, I know they can fly the plane because that's really a precision landing. And just don't forget, yoke back to your chest, and you can say simulated hard braking, but you know you're not going to skid these wheels. You know where the brakes are. It's your own plane, so just get on it without skidding.
Turn the heat down a little bit.
Yeah, it was good. So we are going to be careful because there's I don't know if you heard it, there's a Gulfstream, and I think he's already here.
I think he said when he made the call, he was at 24 miles out.
Yeah, so guess what? Is that him or?
11 seat now.
That's on him. Probably not, right? He wouldn't be at 3,300 feet still. So he was coming from the south.
It's probably
297 Sierra Hotel, I think.
Okay.
So what we don't want to do is screw his pattern up because he's going to be going pretty far.
Ocean County, the Gulfstream 5 is entering the left downwind, runway 24, Ocean County.
11 Charlie?
No, it's Sierra Hotel.
Why am I not seeing?
279er Sierra Hotel. He's already in the downwind. So I would just go up to the end. You can watch him land. That'll be exciting.
Wait, where do you show him?
Right here. He's south of us, over near. He just came over Eagle's Nest.
Okay.
No point yet. We're entering the downwind at 45 degrees, and we're about
this guy.
3 miles, 6 miles.
I thought he said he was already in downwind. All right.
The guy I was talking about. Yeah, he said he's on the 45. So he's not that far out.
Mike Echo behind us? Where'd they go?
I don't see Mike Echo, but
they went
they're
back
not
to the FBO maybe.
What are all these people doing parked out here? They're just watching planes. So I give this guy lots of room. There's no reason. Yeah, Mike Echo is already taking an intersection departure, so I don't know what they're doing. Just let them go.
Okay.
I don't know why anybody would do that. Anyway, you can just hold short here. One of
Ocean County South, November 297, Mike Echoes, departing runway 24, Ocean County.
So there's nothing wrong with what she's doing, but that Gulfstream is right there, so why don't we just let him land?
Yeah.
Ocean County, Gulfstream 5 is established on the left downwind, runway 24, Ocean County.
A strange accent. I wonder what that is.
The what?
That guy's accent. It's very strange. It's almost like
it is. I couldn't figure it out either.
I'm thinking Danish, but. Yeah.
Ocean County, Skymaster 337 Whiskey Tango, holding short 24 for the Gulfstream.
Respect.
Yeah. Well, I just want him to know because he might see us on the. So look at this. Look at this guy turning. Oh no, he turned. I saw the wing flash and he let it go. Thought he was turning base already. Look how slow that thing goes. Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to have one of those one day. One day.
You were here last week when I said to Steve, is that the Jersey Mike's jet? And
Yeah.
He said, no, that jet will fit inside a Jersey Mike's.
Wow.
All these people are just out here watching planes, I guess, right?
Yeah. All right. Pre-takeoff checklist complete.
Okay.
Ocean County, Gulfstream 5, left base, runway 24, Ocean County.
Ocean County Skyhawk, November 297, Mike Echo, crosswind runway 24, Ocean County.
You ever see that plane in San Diego, the medical jet that crashed last year?
No.
Ocean County Skyhawk, November 297,
He got real low
Mike
to
Echo,
stay under the
runway
clouds,
24.
and he had to go to the opposite runway that didn't have the right instrument approach.
Ocean County, Gulfstream 5, turning final runway 24, Ocean County.
He got real slow, and he had to bank too hard because he didn't have radar vectors to the runway, and he was just way too low to the ground, going too slow, and he got the thing banked. Yeah. He lost situational awareness and overbanked the plane.
Yeah, low and slow.
It just went knife edge right into the ground in a residential neighborhood. But it only made an impact about the size of those two signs. Literally, there was like a burn spot in the road. There was nothing there.
Wow.
Like vaporized.
That's a shame.
Yeah, well, the problem is...
Orange County, Gulfstream 5,
he's trying to get home.
24, Orange.
It was a bad weather, and he just...
Ocean County.
All right. So, what do we got here? Look how slow this thing is. This thing's probably going as slow as your plane does at this point.
Yeah, he looks pretty slow.
Ocean County Skyhawk, Mike Echoes, ascend and are downwind, runway 24, Ocean County.
Where is she? Do you see her? Oh,
yeah,
look. See, that's the problem. She got almost back on top of these guys.
Looking good, looking good.
It is looking good, right? Looks like the space shuttle landing from here.
Yeah.
That might be the Jersey Mike one. That's bigger than the one that was here last week.
Ocean County Skyhawk, November 297, Mike Echo.
Nice. Man, that is a beautiful touchdown, too.
All right, I guess we want to wait for her.
Well, don't want to, but by the time he gets off the runway safely, she's going to be on final, and she's doing these really big patterns.
Okay.
All right, so watch you rolling a little bit. We could go out and do some of those steep turns. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's get you, what else are you going to make you do?
Oh, so briefing, right?
Runway brief?
Yeah, so runway briefing. Can you give me one, like how it should sound?
Ocean County South, November 297, Mike Echo.
You mean just a regular departure brief?
For what he's expecting.
You mean when you're leaving here, what you want to say to him? So you can say, all right, we're departing runway 24 at Ocean County.
Ocean County, Gulfstream 5 is cleared of runways, Ocean County.
I have, what do we have, 5,900 foot runway here, right? Yeah. And the traffic to return is left traffic. We have a cross runway here. If we lost an engine departing 24, we would land on this cross runway, right? No problem today. We have a slight crosswind from our right to our left. It looks to be less than 5 knots. And if you're going to say if we have an engine failure before I get to blue line, right?
Yep.
We're just going to...
Well, no, but my rotation is 75. So I'm rotating like...
So it's before rotation. Engine failure before rotation. It's going to be both throttles to idle, full brake, full hard braking, stop the plane. After rotation and before blue line, right? You're still going to try and land on the runway because you're going to not be able to climb at that point.
Yeah.
And if you have rotation, engine failure, and no runway left, it's just going to be full power in. So our departure is going to be in the direction of Coil. We're going to head over toward Coil right now.
Okay.
Is this thing slave? This is not, right?
Yeah, that's just
So just double check that. That's 135 and that's showing 141. So how do you fix that?
There's no way to fix that. I think it's just whiskey.
This can't be fixed. You can't adjust that because that's got a magnetometer in it, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you might want to tell him that, just so he knows you know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay.
SkySky Echo is on the go runway.
You can just tell her we're going to line up and wait for departure 24. There's nobody else in the pattern. Nobody on final, nobody on base. Just going to do my check. Fuel is on mains. You got plenty of fuel pressure, mixture, 1/3 flaps, and you got your lights on and your trim wheel set for takeoff. I can't see your circuit breakers. Are you all good over there?
Breakers in.
The Gulfstream is clear of the runway. He's still taxiing.
297 Mike Echo cross on runway 24.
Doesn't it look like she's like really steep pitch attitude departing? Look, I don't know. It could just be me, but
no, she is. She's
looked like it was really steep.
She's in a hurry.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What do you got over here? I don't know what that is.
Malibu, maybe? I don't know.
All set.
Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango departing 24.
He's going to let you get rolling. He's going to do this. Full brakes.
Full brake.
Ocean County traffic, 337 Whiskey Tango, simulated engine failure, and we're going to be getting off on Gulf. Okay. Sorry, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'm going to let you restart that. You can get off. Good job, though. That's all he's going to do. Okay. He's not going to let you get going 100 miles an hour and then pull your engine back. But so he's going to do that to you on the runway, and he's probably going to do it to you 500 feet or so, or possibly in the pattern. And Bill's, I don't want to break your plane. We're not going to do that on the runway again. But
yeah, no, it's all good.
No, but he's going to do it to you on the runway for sure. And then just, if he does it to you in the air, don't be startled. Just kind of go through in your head what you're going to do. So what's the first thing you're going to do if he pulls it in the air?
Well, I'm going to identify the engine. So
first, you're just going to make sure everything's full forward.
Yeah, so full forward.
And then you're going to fly the plane at blue line.
Yep. Or above, right?
Yeah. Well, so yeah. But the plane...
Ocean County Skyhawk, November 297 Mike Echo, base runway 24, Ocean County.
Is that an Epsilon?
Hamilton, it is about Skyhawk 4600 to Gulf is 5 miles north of the field, inbound for landing runway 3. We'll soon join the left pattern, Hamilton.
I don't know if he's going to pull it on the air. He's probably going to kill your engine. He might do it in the pattern and want you to do a single engine landing. Are you comfortable doing that?
Single engine landing?
Yeah.
Ocean County traffic, experimental departing 24, immediate departure.
Ocean County.
I'm not pulling your power at 500 feet. I just don't. What's going on here? I guess this guy's
She's
getting
on final.
out. Yeah, I know.
Going.
So
we're gonna wait for her to land.
We are, but I don't know what this guy was thinking. But guess he's in a hurry too. So that's enough separation. Okay, so we're going to do another before takeoff checklist if you haven't already. We're on mains, left and front and rear. We have full fuel. Fuel pressure, flaps are set, mixture's full rich. Trim wheels set for takeoff, is that where you like it? And your lights are on and your circuit breakers. So I guess these guys are separated enough. We're gonna head over toward coil.
Okay.
Actually, do you want to do a single engine landing here? He will never make you do it with a dead engine. He's gonna just reach over and pull your front engine.
Whatever you want. I mean, if you want to do this.
Yeah, we should, because he's gonna have you do that. Okay. So I'm just telling you now, we're not gonna kill it below like 700 feet. Just because I got shit I gotta do this afternoon. And Bill does too, so. Yeah. Alright, so you can let her know you're gonna line up and wait for departure 24. There's no one else
on the go like she did before.
No, she's stopping.
Yeah, she's turning off.
The other guy's, he looks like he's straight out departure, but yeah.
Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, line up and wait, 24, Ocean County.
That should prompt her to say, I'm clear. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta say that just to get them to acknowledge that they're off the runway, or at the Flying W to acknowledge they're not off the runway because you can't see them, right?
All right, base final clear. Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, departing 24, out of the pattern, Ocean County.
No, we're gonna stay in the pattern. That's okay.
Scratch that, we're gonna stay in the pattern, 7 Whiskey Tango.
All right. So I'm not going to touch anything till we get to 700 feet, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, just so you're not startled, but he's not.
Okay, we got positive, rotate.
Nice. So you got nice positive rate of climb, safe airspeed above 100 miles an hour. Clear of everything.
Traffic, Skyhawk 469 to Gulf is on left downwind, runway 3. Hamilton.
Positive rate of climb, you want me to gear up or no?
Yeah, let's do it, everything just like you're leaving the pattern.
Okay. All right. Gear up. Flaps up.
Are you supposed to wait like, a 5 count before you pull those up, or the...
I don't know, I always did it.
In my plane, we give it like 5 count, because there's that added drag with the gear in transit.
Okay, yeah, whatever you think.
I just I gear up and then 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4, boom, flaps up.
Okay.
Okay, so what's our altitude here? 900. So he's probably gonna. You want to do the front engine, right? So he's not gonna kill your engine. He's gonna do the simulated. So he's just gonna bring this back and he's gonna tell you, you lost your front engine. Okay. We need to declare. So we're gonna say. We're not going to say anything. We're going to pretend that we're simulate Ocean County traffic, 337 Whiskey Tango, simulated engine out, returning emergency Ocean County, landing runway 24. And now, you want to get the blue line?
Arrow is turning left crosswind runway 25 central.
So we want to identify, we have an engine out, so, okay. Let's just go right to our checklist.
All right, you got the checklist.
I do. Right, I'm gonna keep an eye out the window. I'm just gonna let you do this like I'm Bill Wheaton. So you're landing, it's on the back side. You're landing with 1 engine.
Okay, maintain safe airspeed check. Throttles prop forward, identify. Okay, it's the front engine that is bad. Feather the front engine, it is now feathered.
Nice.
Okay. Now, gear.
And let's do this. Let's give you where's your RPMs? Let's give you a little more RPM so your engine's not straining. Tell me when you, front engine, 500 or 700? We don't want to kill it entirely. We're just doing a simulated.
No, it's out. Here, hold
on. Oh, it's out. All right, I have the checklist. You're doing it. So go ahead and, yeah, we don't want to do this with no engine.
No, we got her back.
Got her back. Let's reestablish. We can re-enter the pattern anytime. You just want to bring it, you can just bring it back to idle.
Zero Tango Hotel is probably about 13 miles to the west, and I'm doing the GPS 7 and we'll break off early.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pull your mixture, because I didn't want to kill it. Sorry.
Central Jersey.
Amateur traffic, sundown our left base, runway 300.
And so you should be flying about 1,000. See if you can bring it back all the way to idle so it's really simulated. So this one we're going to feather completely, but you want your engine running a little bit.
Turning left base, runway 25.
But can you get this back to 1,000?
You know what? I'm kind of concerned about the temperature of the engine.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn then. I'm going to read your checklist to you. One engine landing, gear down. So let's get on the downwind first because we don't want to put the gear down while we don't have an engine. We'll probably do that right before we land.
Signature, Chester County.
So again, just everything's nice and slow. No rush. Unless you lose both engines.
Good morning, ma'am. Ramp in about 15 minutes, 15 minutes. There should be transportation there. I think it's called 5 Star.
Ocean County Skyhawk, November 297, Mike Echo, crossing runway 24, Ocean County.
So when we get a little closer, he's going to want you to actually simulate this engine out. And I don't want to do it with real no engine because that's just dangerous.
It's tough to get this engine down to idle without it dying. So there's a very, very thin area where it will idle, but if you're too much or too low will stall it, too much won't simulate it.
He's going to want you to have like no real engine power contribution from that single engine, because he's going to want to see you land this thing with one engine.
Yeah.
Because there are some characteristics that'll be different than landing with both engines.
I got you.
Like when it's falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
You don't have that thrust to break your descent there like we did last time.
Sure, yeah.
But we also don't want to break your plane in the process here or blow it up or get it overheated. So you can use your judgment. Just don't be surprised if he's like, well, you know what? I'm going to kill it then.
Yeah, that's fine, but...
All right, so what happened? So we have a lot of airspeed for only one engine right now, right?
Yeah.
See if you can get it slowed down and feathered. So technically you should be flying like balls to the wall on the rear engine with the front prop feathered. Is that possible?
Yeah.
And you can tell them, look, I don't want to take this thing down to, below X RPMs or X manifold pressure because I don't want to overheat my engine. So is this what you're worried about? This cold setting right there?
No, I mean that's fine there. Just okay. So now.
Okay, so let's get down to our pattern altitude. I'm losing my audio here for some reason. I don't know where.
Ocean County Skyhawk.
You're flying the plane though while I'm goofing around here.
Okay, gear down.
Check. There we go. I think the glove compartment door got that.
Okay, gear is down.
Okay, one engine landing. So you got gear down. So you got the gear down already or no? I wouldn't put the gear down until it is down.
4-6 crosswind.
I was gonna say, like when you really only have one engine, you're gonna want to put the gear down at the very last minute, usually on base or probably on final even.